Hi guys, it's Mike at Mike's Auto Care. Hope you're all well out there. So we've got something a little bit special this week for the next few days. We're working on this vehicle. So this guy is a chauffeur. He does an awful lot of miles, but it needs to be kept in the best condition it can. So obviously this time of year, the roads are filthy, traffic filled, he's up and down the motorways, airports, all sorts of places. So he wants a coating on there that's going to make it a lot easier for him to maintain and just present the vehicle better as he pulls up to meet the clients. So we've recently been accredited by Matrix, and on this vehicle he's having the full, everything we can offer. So he's having the full Matrix 5D coating with ceramic on the outside. There's an awful lot of dirt and road film. I'm not going to rub it, but inside the paint, again, all that needs to be brought out first. One of the side effects of having a ceramic coating is that you need to correct everything first. If you put a ceramic on top, you give it a wash, put a ceramic on, any imperfections, they're going to be highlighted even more and you're going to see them worse. So the interior as well, we're going to do, so we've got a full leather interior. On this one we're going to do a deep clean. It's in fantastic condition, but we want to do a deep clean, just make sure this stays nice and supple. We'll get cracking on the Matrix 5D ceramic coating on this lovely Mercedes. Catch up with you soon, guys. We've given it a thorough wash. It's taken us about an hour and a half to thoroughly wash and dry sympathetically and properly. Obviously get as much dirt out of that paintwork as we can. We can't just go at it now with the machines. We can feel it when we're washing underneath the mitt. You'll probably feel yourselves at home when you do wash through the mitt, you feel the bodywork. So if you have a little listen on the top part of the bodywork, absolutely silent. It's smooth, it's like glass, it's lovely. But lower down where you get, because there's no mud guards, where you get the traffic spray coming up, if you have a listen. You hear that? So I can feel it underneath here, I can feel there's still contamination. So although it looks clean, it is actually still dirty. So next job is clay barring. So we're going to get a clay bar, work our way all the way around the vehicle until we get to a point where every panel feels completely smooth, no imperfections, and well, no contamination. And once we get to that stage, then we can have a visual inspection, and then we can target those key areas that need correcting. Okay, so I'll just sort of show you a little bit about the clay barring. So we've got a medium clay bar. You can get the hard, medium, soft. We're going with the medium on this one. As you can see, it's brand new, nice and clean. Bit of warm soapy water. We've also got clay lube. So we're going to go to the areas. Start here. It looks, as we say, lovely and clean. Can you hear that? I'm not pushing hard, literally just rubbing very gently. There, just as an example, so you think it's clean, it's actually filthy. It's like that all over the vehicle, so lots of times people have the vehicle washed. Oh, it looks lovely, put some polish on, put some wax on, but you really are hiding, you haven't thoroughly cleaned and decontaminated the paintwork. So that's the main thing, obviously, to get those results at the end as well. If you really want it to shine, you really want it to look good, you have got to get it completely contaminant free. That's what we'll do now. Continue around the vehicle for a couple of hours, get everything out till we get to a point when we put that clay bar on and it comes off and it's clean. It looks like that, you know, once you've done it, and there's no imperfection, there's no contamination in the paintwork. So we'll keep doing that for now, then we'll get back in a little while, and then we'll start looking and hunting down those imperfections that need putting right before we can start doing anything with the polishes. So that's it, we'll crack on with that and we'll get back to you in a little while. So we've now clay barred the whole vehicle. So it is literally, it feels like silk, lovely and smooth. No imperfections in the, well, no dirt in the paint, no contamination in the paint. Next job now is to go around and just visually inspect everything. So walking around, if we see anything that's really bad, there is a bad scratch just under there, so just put a little bit of tape on just to remind ourselves as we go around. We found one there, so we put a little mark just to remind ourselves. But one thing you can see in the paint, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but you can see these very fine marks. These very fine swirl marks over the whole panel. That's from the washing technique, so you've got contamination in the paint, you're washing away and it's putting those tiny little microscopic scratches in, and over time they build up and you get lots and lots and lots of them. So those will all be removed as well. We have also clay barred the glass. The glass is going to get ceramic coated as well, so all the glass has been decontaminated properly, thoroughly. The areas that we identified that were bad, where we put the tape marks, we've corrected, two-stage correction on some of them. The scratches were quite deep, managed to remove them. So if you like to walk around, you can see now there's a lot more clarity to it because of having that, just having those imperfections removed. It's so smooth now and a lot clearer. It hasn't yet been polished. The results already are starting to show, which is really good. Next job now is to start polishing, so we'll want to massage some nice oils in there But the main thing to think about with polish, so you get a finishing polish, so that's a polish that's got wax in as well. Buff it, gives you a lovely finish, but this is being ceramic coated, so we don't want to put a wax on because the ceramic coating is going to do that job. So we're going to put a polish on that doesn't contain any wax, then we'll buff it, then we'll check again, and that's how we proceed basically till we get to a point where we're happy that we've got the vehicle as clean and as shiny as we can possibly get it. And that's when we think about doing the ceramic. So we're still a little way away from getting to the ceramic coating stage, but just want to show you, the clarity that's already starting to come, the scratches that have been removed. Right, so that's it. We're at the end of the first day on the detail. So the thing to do now for us, it's the end of the day anyway. We're going to leave it in here overnight. Obviously it's in a nice warm environment, just so it all just settle down. So it's all just nice for tomorrow. Come in the morning, and then we'll start the next process, which is prepping it ready for the ceramic coating. We'll have another look at it again in the morning first before we do the preparation for ceramic, but as far as we can see, it's looking good. So we'll leave it for now, come back first thing in the morning, have another look, and then we'll crack on with the next stage. So that's it for day one. Crack on again tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Today's the day we're going to apply the matrix. We've left it overnight, everything's settled down. So the next thing to do is we'll get some panel wipe, and we've got to wipe off all the excess oils, any fillers that are in the polish or anything, they all need to be wiped off. Two reasons: one, you're going to get the polish stuck into the matrix, into your ceramic, which you don't want to do, and the second reason is you want that to magnetically bond to the paintwork, to the lacquer. So remove all the excess oils, that's the next job. So we'll go around the whole vehicle, panel wiping, panel prepping, all the way around. There's no more imperfections. We are happy that it's ready for applying the matrix. So we'll get on now and do the panel wipe, and then we'll come back to you as soon as we start putting the matrix on, and we'll have a look and see how it's starting to come up. So we're ready to apply the matrix. There's an awful lot of man hours of preparation gone into it, but we're now happy everything, all the imperfections are done, and the paintwork is now surgically clean. So we've panel prepped every single panel. The glass as well. The only glass you're not allowed to put the ceramic coating on is the windscreen. Let's make a start now and get back to you in a little while. So we've treated just that area with the matrix, and then if you compare that to the side without the matrix, so that's a completely clean canvas, sterilised, lovely and clean, beautiful, nice shine. But then when we add the matrix on, that's like adding a nice coat of gloss on top. So I think you can see the colour difference now. That's like a deeper, richer, more powerful goldy colour than it is this side. I hope it shows up the same on the camera. It's certainly in the flesh it does. You can see quite a big difference. So that's the Matrix 5D now applied to the entire vehicle. We leave it for 24 hours. That's just let the air get to it, just let it air itself. So we leave it another 24 hours. So tomorrow we come back in and then we put a reload over all of it. Basically, the matrix takes 7 days to reach full strength. So in the meantime, to protect it, we put a reload over the top. The reload protects the coating we've just put on, and it allows it to dry underneath. And then after 7 days, it's all done, solid, ready to go and all finished. So we'll leave it for now in the warm. Come back to it tomorrow. Matrix has had 24 hours now of air curing. This is what we maintain it with. So maybe once every 9 months we put a reload on just to recharge, but basically we put another coat on now that is literally a wipe on and wipe off, and it's just a seal on top of the ceramic that we've already put on. And what it does, it then protects this matrix ceramic from the UV, from hydrophobic protection obviously from the water. We put protection onto the seats inside, which is a bit like a ceramic coating, and it's gone onto the leather, so I want to show you that as well. But for now, we'll just get this done, and then we'll get back onto the inside and show you what we've done inside afterwards. Okay, so we're at the end of the detail on this Mercedes. Looking absolutely stunning. She's had the Matrix 5D ceramic coating. So we did all the correcting. We did a full polish, actually had 2 polishes, had all the oils put in. It's a warranty coating. As I say, we've had all the training, we've done the exams. We're accredited to install it, so therefore it does come with an 8-year warranty as well. Maintenance is quite easy. We do give you an aftercare plan, a maintenance plan of what you need to do just to care for it afterwards. But we're also inside on this one. It's very similar to a ceramic coating. We've actually used something which is again by Matrix. It's a repel. So all these leather seats, initially they were deep cleaned, then they had the fresh oils massaged into them, and the excess oil was removed, and then we've applied the repel on top. I think you'd agree it's looking Absolutely stunning. We've got pictures of it previously. It's a slightly lighter colour. That polish, all the work that we've done has brought the colour back through, it's brought that nice gold kind of deep rich colour back out. The wheels we've given some graphene wax. The gentleman's actually going to buy some new wheels. These wheels have got a slight little bit of them, as you can see there. We've just got underneath the lacquer, they're not in perfect condition, but he's having a new set of wheels put on anyway, so we've just put some graphene wax on, give them a good clean. That's a full detail 5D matrix ceramic coating on the Mercedes, done and dusted, ready to go. Fantastic, let's get on to the next one. Cheers guys.